In a small village far away, there lived a beautiful girl called Belle. Belle was loved by everyone, not only for her beauty, but also because she was smart and kind. She lived with her old father, who worked as an inventor. Although Belle was the center of attention of many young men in the village, she dreamed of something bigger than her simple life in the village, and she loved reading books that took her to different worlds. One day, Belle's father decided to travel to a distant market to sell his inventions. But he got lost in the forest and found himself in front of a large and mysterious castle. He entered the castle looking for shelter, but was captured by a scary monster living in the castle. The monster was originally a handsome prince, but an evil which turned him into a monster because of his selfishness, and stipulated that he must find true love to break the curse. When Belle's father didn't return, she was worried and went to look for him. His horse led her to the enchanted castle, where she found her father being held captive by the monster. In order to save her father, Belle offered to take his place and stay in the castle instead. The monster agreed, and her father was released. Thus, Belle began her new life in the castle with the beast. While living in the castle, Belle discovers that the beast is not alone. The castle was inhabited by enchanted objects, such as the Lumiere candlestick, the Cogsworth clock, the Mrs. Potts teapot, and her son Chip. The inhabitants of the castle became friends with Belle and tried to make her life in the castle happy. Over time, Belle begins to realize that the monster is not as scary as he seems, and that he has a good heart underneath his cruel exterior. As the days go by, the monster begins to change. He learned the values of kindness and compassion from Belle and began to show another side of his personality. Belle began to see something different in the monster, something beyond his appearance. A friendship began to form between them, which turned into true love. However, the monster was afraid that Belle would not be able to truly love him because of his appearance. Meanwhile, Belle's father returns to the village and tries to tell people what happened to his daughter, but no one believes him. However, when Gaston, the cocky young man who wanted to marry Belle, learned of the monster's whereabouts, he decided to lead the villagers to attack the castle and kill the monster. Gaston leads the attack on the castle, and a battle breaks out between the villagers and the castle's inhabitants. In the midst of the battle, Gaston confronts the monster and tries to kill it. Belle arrives at the last minute and confesses her love for the monster. In that moment, her tears became the magic that broke the curse. The monster became the handsome prince again, but this time with a kind soul and a heart full of love. After the curse was broken, life returned to the castle and its inhabitants. Belle married the prince, and they lived happily in the castle, which became a symbol of true love that transcends outward appearances. Belle and the prince lived together, surrounded by the friends who helped bring about this happy ending, and became a king and queen beloved by the entire kingdom.